Hello, everyone. So, I would like to seize this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to Writing One. To begin with, I am Dr. Alhamss and will be in charge of this main course. Today, we will start with Chapter 1, which includes the following points. The first point is skills of language, then receptive and productive skills. After that, we'll be looking at what is writing, then types of writing, importance of writing, how to develop writing skills, becoming a successful writer, and the process of writing. Now, what are the four skills of language learning? Of course, we all know that in language learning we have four main skills, namely listening, speaking, reading, and writing. These are the four capabilities that allow an individual to comprehend, produce, and use the language in effective interpersonal communication. Now we'll be looking at productive and receptive skills. What do we mean by productive skills? Productive skills are the language skills that involve the creation or production of language. These skills are essential for expressing thoughts, ideas, and emotions effectively and are crucial in active communication. The two main productive skills, of course, are speaking and writing. What do we mean by writing? We'll be focusing on writing, of course. Writing means the ability to express thoughts, ideas, and information in written form using appropriate grammar, vocabulary, and structures. Of course, key features of writing are grammar and syntax, vocabulary, organization, clarity, and cohesion. Importance of productive skills. Why are productive skills important? Productive skills are important for three main points. The first one is communication. They allow learners to express themselves clearly and effectively. Productive skills are important for engagement, meaning encouraging active participation in conversations and written exchanges. And of course, they are important for integration, meaning enhance understanding and retention of the receptive skills, i.e., listening and reading. Now, what are the receptive skills? Receptive skills are the language skills used to understand and interpret language input. They involve receiving and processing information, making them essential for comprehension. The two primary receptive skills, of course, are listening and reading. Now, what is writing? Writing as a skill refers to the ability to effectively express thoughts, ideas, and information in written form. It encompasses a range of competencies, including the use of correct grammar, spelling, and punctuation, as well as the ability to organize content, choose appropriate vocabulary, and encourage the intended audience. We'll be looking at key components of writing skills. The first one is mechanics, meaning correct spelling, punctuation, capitalization, and grammar usage, and then mastery of sentence structure and conventions. The second component of writing skill is clarity, which means that writing easy to understand and free of ambiguity. And then clear organization of ideas with a logical flow. The third component is cohesion and coherence. Here it is important to set the difference between both terms. The first term, i.e. cohesion, means connecting sentences and ideas through linking words and phrases. while coherence means ensuring the overall structure makes sense and ideas are well aligned. The fourth component of writing skill is vocabulary. Of course, the appropriate word choice for the context, purpose, and audience, and varied and rich vocabulary to avoid repetition. The fifth component of writing skill is audience awareness. Audience awareness means understanding the needs and expectations of the target audience by adjusting tone, style, and content accordingly. The sixth point is creativity, which means using imagination to enhance narrative or persuasive writing, crafting engaging introductions, vivid descriptions, and compelling arguments. The last one, the last component of writing skill, is editing and revision, which means reviewing drafts to identify and correct errors, refining content for better readability and impact. Now we'll be moving on to types of writing skills. What are the types of writing skills? We have six main types. The first one is descriptive writing, which means creating vivid imagery through detailed descriptions. For example, writing about a setting or a character in a story. The second type is narrative writing, which means telling a story with a clear beginning, middle, and end. As an example, personal anecdotes or fictional tales. The third type is expository writing. Expository writing means explaining facts, ideas, or processes clearly and logically. For example, writing reports, essays, or how-to guides. The fourth one is, or the fourth type of writing skills is a persuasive writing, which means convincing the audience to adopt a particular viewpoint. For example, argumentative essays, advertisements, or opinion pieces. The fifth one is technical writing. Technical writing means providing specialized information in a concise, structured way. For example, manuals, instructions, or scientific papers. The final or the sixth point is creative writing. Creative writing means expressing thoughts and emotions imaginatively, for example, poetry, short stories, and screenplays. Importance of writing skills. Why are writing skills important? They are important for the following points. The first one is communication. Communication means writing a primary mode of professional and personal communication. The second one is critical thinking. Writing helps organize and clarify thoughts. The importance of writing skills can be seen in academic success. Proficiency in writing is essential for assignments, essays, and exams. Of course, we also have professional opportunities. Strong writing skills are highly valued in various careers. The last one is personal expression, i.e., writing is a means to express oneself and share perspectives. Now, let's look at this question, how to develop writing skills. How can we develop our writing skills? We can follow the following points. The first one is to practice regularly, means to write daily to build fluency and confidence. Then we can read, or we should read actively. Reading diverse materials enhances vocabulary and understanding of writing styles. The third point is learn grammar and style rules, which is very important to study the fundamentals of good writing. The fourth point is to seek feedback. That means share your work with peers or mentors for constructive criticism. Next, we can edit and revise. Always review your drafts to improve clarity and coherence. And the sixth one is experiment. Try different genres and styles to expand your skill set. Now, let's look at the writing process. There are a few steps to follow for writing. First one, as you all know, we have the pre-writing. In this step, the writer generates ideas to write about and begins developing these ideas. The second one is outlining a structure of ideas. In this step, the writer determines the overall organizational style or structure of the writing and creates an outline to organize ideas. Usually, this step involves some additional fleshing out of the ideas generated in the first step. Then we have writing a rough draft or drafting. In this step, the writer uses the work completed in pre-writing to develop a first draft. The draft covers the ideas the writer brainstormed and follows the organizational plan that was laid out in the first step. The second process is revising. In this step, the writer revisits the draft to review and, if necessary, reshape its content. This stage involves moderate and sometimes major changes, like adding or deleting a paragraph, phrasing the main point differently, expanding on an important idea, reorganizing content, and so forth. The second one is editing. In this step, the writer reviews the draft to make additional changes, like editing. Editing involves making changes to improve style and adherence to standard writing conventions. Now, visual representation of the writing process, as you can see, we have pre-writing and then drafting, revising, editing, proofreading, and the last one is publishing. Common misconceptions. Most people have used this creative process in one way or another, but many people have misconceptions about how to use it to write. Here are a few of the most common misconceptions students have about the writing process. I do not have to waste time on pre-writing if I understand the assignment. This is very common. Even if the task is straightforward and you feel ready to start writing, take some time to develop ideas before you plunge into your draft. Free writing, writing about the topic without stopping for a set period of time. It is one of the pre-writing techniques you might try in that situation. The second misconception is it is important to complete a formal, numbered outline for every writing assignment. For some assignments, such as lengthy research papers, proceeding without a formal outline can be very difficult. However, for other assignments, a structured set of notes or a detailed graphic organizer may suffice. The important thing is that you have a solid plan for organizing ideas and details. The third misconception, my draft will be better if I write it when I am feeling inspired. By all means, take advantage of those moments of inspiration. However, understand that sometimes you will have to write when you are not in the mood. Sit down and start your draft if you do not feel like it. If necessary, force yourself to write for just 1 hour. By the end of the hour, you may be far more engaged and motivated to continue. If not, at least you will have accomplished part of the task. The fourth one, or the fourth misconception, my instructor will tell me everything I need to revise. If your instructor chooses to review drafts. The feedback can help you improve. However, it is still your job, not your instructor's, to transform the draft to a final, polished piece. That task will be much easier if you give your best effort to the draft before submitting it. During revision, do not just go through and implement your instructor's corrections. Take time to determine what you can change to make the work the best it can be. The last misconception we are looking at is, I am a good writer, so I do not need to revise or edit. Even talented writers still need to revise and edit their work. At the very least, doing so will help you catch an embarrassing typo or two. Revising and editing are the steps that make good writers into great writers. Now, how to become a successful writer? Becoming a successful writer involves developing skills, building habits, and embracing continuous growth. Whether you are aiming for creative, academic, technical, or business writing, the journey requires dedication and strategy. Here is a roadmap to guide you. First, you should master the basics. By basics, we mean grammar and punctuation, vocabulary, structure and style, and reading as a writer. The second one is develop a writing habit. Consistency is key to improving your craft. Write daily, set goals, and track progress. The third point is find your niche. Discover the type of writing that resonates most with you. Here we should look at experiment, identify strength, and understanding your audience. The fourth point is study and learn continuously. Stay updated and inspired by expanding your knowledge and skills. Here you can do that by reading widely, taking courses, and seeking feedback. The fifth point is embracing the writing process. Here should follow a structured approach to produce polished and effective work. Should look at the writing procedures, pre-writing, drafting, revising and editing, and proofreading, which we have already mentioned. The sixth point is build your writing portfolio. Showcase your work to demonstrate your abilities and attract opportunities. Here you can create a blog, like share articles, stories, or reflections to build an online presence. You can submit to publications and publish a book. The seventh point is network and collaborate. Connecting with others can open doors and provide valuable insights. Join writing communities, attend events, and collaborate, i.e., work with other writers, editors, or illustrators on projects. Then we should stay resilient and persistent. Success in writing often comes after overcoming challenges. Here, you should handle rejections gracefully, learn from feedback, and keep improving. Setbacks are lessons, of course. Treat every difficulty as an opportunity to grow. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge progress to stay motivated. The ninth point is to market yourself. Promote your work effectively to reach a wider audience. Here you can develop a personal brand, create a consistent image or voice across your writing and online presence. And also, you should maintain passion. You can write for personal satisfaction and joy. And here are the references if you want more information on what we have been discussing. And at the end, you will find this whole PowerPoint document in a PDF form, detailed and uploaded to the official website. Have a look at it, please. And thanks a lot for your attention.